My original.
No.
All right, good evening. I'd like to call the Anacortes City Council meeting of December 22nd, 2025 to order. Mr. Hoagland, would you take the roll, please?
Mr. Fantini? Here. Mr. Young? Here. Mr. Walters?
Here.
Ms. Cleveland McGrath? Ms. Moulton?
Here.
Mr. McDougall? Here. Ms. Hubick?
Here. Mayor Miller,
Ms. Moulton.
I believe that Ms. Cleland McGrath is going to be joining us remotely, but so I guess we'll just see.
Okay, thank you. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, announcements and committee reports. I've got a couple of announcements, just holiday schedule, obviously coming up this week. Library will be closed Wednesday and Thursday, 24th and 25th. And solid waste, no service on Thursday, which is the 25th. That's Christmas Day. Collection will be made on Friday, the 26th, for those who get Thursday. And if you're a Thursday customer, be advised on Thursday, January 1st is also a holiday, so that collection will be on the 2nd. Waste Management will follow that schedule. City Hall will be closed on Thursday, the 25th, and Thursday, January 1st. And no city council meeting on Monday, December 29th. City council meets on the first Monday of each month, so there will be no meeting next Monday. So this is the last council meeting of the year, but I'll get to that in a little bit. And I don't have any committee reports, but I will certainly, when we get to item number 6, I'll acknowledge at least somebody who is not going to be on council here at when I get to that item. But any announcements or committee reports that I may have missed there?
Mayor Miller?
Mr. Fantini.
Yes, I just wanted to take a moment. I'm sure you're going to love this. I just wanted to take a moment and recognize Mayor Matt Miller and express my deep appreciation for his years of devoted service to the city of Anacortes. Tonight's Mayor Miller's last meeting, and this is simply not the conclusion of his mayoral term. It's the closing of a significant chapter marked by steady leadership, integrity, and a profound commitment to public service. Before becoming mayor, Matt served for many years on the city council, and many in this room know firsthand the thoughtful, steady, and principled approach he brought to that role. Although I did not have the opportunity to serve alongside him on council, I've always admired the reputation he built there, one grounded in diligence, sincerity, and a genuine care for this community. When he transitioned to the mayor's office, he continued to carry that same spirit into every decision and every interaction. On a personal note, I want to acknowledge something that has had a lasting impact on me. When I first joined the council, I was eager to serve, but like any new council member, I had a lot to learn. Matt did not hesitate for a moment. He offered his time, not just occasionally, but weekly, to help me understand how the city operates, to walk me through the issues that would come before us, and to answer every question I had, no matter how detailed or basic. And we did, in fact, meet weekly for quite some time. Those meetings were more than informational sessions. They were mentorship, they were generosity, and they were an expression of Matt's belief that strong governance comes from supporting one another. He never made me feel like my questions were a burden. He made sure that I had the tools and context to serve effectively, and I will always be grateful for that. In the time we've served together, Matt and I have agreed on many issues and disagreed on plenty of others. But whether we found ourselves aligned or on opposite sides, our conversations were always rooted in mutual respect. And of course, Matt's service hasn't been defined only by leadership and seriousness. He has also brought some joy, humor, and lightness to our community. One of my favorite traditions, and I'm sure probably one of his as well, has been singing with him every year at the Christmas tree lighting, full of holiday cheer, questionable harmonies, and the kind of corny jokes Matt delivers with complete earnestness and to the absolute delight of our townsfolk. These moments remind us that leadership is also about creating connection, tradition, and a shared joy. It's important to remember that Matt's life has been one of service long before he ever stepped into City Hall, including his years serving our nation in the United States Navy. The weight and responsibility of that service, I'm sure, shaped him in profound ways. My own role on this council is far less intense than the responsibilities he has carried in other chapters of his life, and it has truly been a privilege to serve alongside someone who embodies such depth of experience and integrity. Mayor Miller, your service has strengthened this city. Your leadership has been thoughtful, steady, and grounded in what is best for Anacortes. You've supported your colleagues, mentored new leaders, and represented this community with dignity and care. I personally want to thank you for your years of dedication and for the example you have set. As you close this chapter, I hope you carry with you the gratitude of the people you have served so well. Thank you, Matt, for your service, your leadership, and the many ways you have shaped Anacortes for the better.
Thank you. I appreciate those kind remarks. All right, it took me off of my script a little bit because, but anyway, I will, when we get to item 6, I'll certainly acknowledge some other folks here. But before we get there, any other announcements and committee reports? Again, I'll make sure council has an opportunity to speak here at item 6, but I'd like to get through the business. Any public comment? I didn't have anybody signed up. Is there anybody who wants to address the council? Please come on up.
Linda Martin, Anacortes. I wanted to speak tonight. You've seen me in the audience for more than 2 years. I come pretty much every week, as much as I can, because I want you to know that the community cares and the community is watching. And what I have seen is your deliberation, your hard questions that you ask. I see that you care for one another and listen to one another. You make decisions that often I disagree with, but I know that it's been thoughtful. And most of you have, it's clear that most of you read your packets and you're prepared. So I appreciate that. In the couple of years that I've been here, I can only remember one other time that somebody came to the podium to say thank you. And so I'm coming to say thank you tonight. And Ms. Hubick, I really want to say thank you to you. You bring efficiency to this council. You don't speak much, but when you do, everybody listens. And I appreciate that. And I actually don't know who's going to be seconding any motions from them when you leave. And Mr. Miller, I can't thank you enough. And Mr. Fantini has really expressed, I think, the emotion and the feelings of many people. But what I see in your leadership is something to emulate. You never seem that you are there to take the credit for things. You look to me like a team leader and team player, and I really appreciate you. You will be missed. And Mr. Walters, you have some big steps to follow, and we just wish you the best as well. So just here to say thank you tonight.
Thank you, and thank you for participating. Okay. The mic. Yeah,
Is it on?
there we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you. I want to thank all the council people for keeping Anacortes' interests first and foremost. I thank you all for serving. Congratulations to Ryan for your, your overwhelming victory. And thank you, Matt Miller, for your leadership and guidance. And I want you all to know you are appreciated. Thank you very much. And the overwhelming question people want to know on the 4th of July, will we still have the flyovers?
Thank you for your comments. All right. Anybody else before I move to the consent agenda? Okay, next up is consent agenda, Council 5A through C.
Mayor Miller.
Ms. Hubick,
I make a motion to approve a consent agenda as presented.
Second.
motion by Ms. Hubick and a second by Mr. Young. Additional discussion, Mr. Walters?
Mayor Miller, I'd like to pull item C.
Okay. So if you want to amend your motion to A and B, Ms. Hubick?
I make a motion to approve consent agenda items A and B.
Okay, motion by Ms. Hubick, a second by Mr. Young to approve consent agenda items A and C. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, 5C, Mr. Walters.
I just wanted the opportunity to abstain from that vote because the prosecutor is my cousin.
Mayor Miller?
Ms. Moulton.
I just wanted to bring up, so this is a contract for the prosecutor, but this was something that we had discussed, having a full-time position for an assistant city attorney. And that has not worked out due to budget constraints. So this is something that I'm in favor of, and I would like us to revisit the possibility of hiring an assistant city attorney, which will definitely be more expensive, but we'll also have a full-time person that I think would be very helpful to the city and our residents. Thanks. So I move to approve consent agenda item C.
Second.
Okay, motion by Ms. Moulton and a second by Ms. Hubick to approve consent agenda item 5C. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right.
Abstention.
And one abstention. Thank you. We got it. Okay, so as I mentioned in my opening announcements, this is our last council meeting for the year. But before I make some final comments as the chair, I definitely want to start by publicly recognizing and thanking Council Member Hubick for her service to the city and time on this council. So your time on this council, your perspective and your commitment to the community are deeply appreciated. So thank you for the service, for your service. And I will, again, I'll pause here to ask if there are any council members who'd like to share any few words tonight. But remember, I do bet if you don't know with the staff and over under, and I think I already lost the bet with 15 minutes under. So, so I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, I'll open it up, but then I'll say some final remarks.
Mayor Miller,
Mr. Young.
being a man of few words.
And this is why I lost my bet. Mr. Young.
Genuinely, I really appreciate the spirit of community that each of us as elected servants bring forward. Tonight, I really want to thank Amanda for just being willing to serve, not only serve the state, but to serve our area and to make sure that the details that we need in order to facilitate the opportunities that are there. You've always brought it brilliantly, you know, and I just want to thank you for that. And I'm hoping that you don't think for one moment that because you're not up here, we're not going to be looking for inside scoop too, okay? Because we are. But thank you, truly an extraordinary effort. Matt, thank you. You know, as I watched you grow into the position, hold order when it seems pandemonium is at the edge of kicking in, and but just the integrity with which you brought your best to the table, that you made sure everyone felt heard, that you, our friendship grew. And I'm thankful for that. I think that you served our city as best as we could have had, given the circumstances that we have. But I just want to thank you for that. And I'm looking forward to hearing more about the next chapter in your life as you move forward. But, you know, again, keep your pulse on what's going on here because we're going to need the wisdom too, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Miller.
Ms. Moulton.
I'd like to chime in also and thank Amanda for 4 years of diligent work and doing it from Olympia and from here, and devoting 4 years of your life to this effort. And you've done a lot of good. And you've said, and like TJ already said, every time you'd speak, I would be like, what's she going to say? It's definitely going to be important. So thank you so much. It's been a joy working with you, and we will be calling on you now and then, I think. So thanks for all you've done for us and for the state, and just personally too. You're wonderful. So thank you so much. And Matt, I want to thank you also. I got to serve next to you as a council member and with you as mayor, and we had a lot of lively one-on-one discussions. And they were really good and positive in a lot of ways, because I think that we both brought some heat and some commitment and some devotion to our city, and we see things in different ways a lot of times. But at the bottom, we get each other and how much we care and how we're always trying to do the best thing we can for our town and our people. And so I've really appreciated that counterpoint. And sometimes we have agreed as well, and that's been delightful. So I wish you all the best in your retirement, and I hope you have so many fun adventures and get to do everything that you and Heather want to do with your family and your friends and your fun. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mayor Miller,
Ms. Hubick.
thank you.
Amanda,
This.
my last
Yeah.
one. I can slack off a little bit.
It has been an amazing 4 years. It's been a lot of work. I learned a lot, and I've grown in my understanding of what it means to do city work. This city isn't fancy. Nothing that we do up here is flashy, but we make sure that you've got clean drinking water and roads that really aren't full of potholes. I mean, this is a very operational government, and operational governments are efficient. And that's probably one of the reasons that Matt and I were able to speak so plainly and so honestly with each other, because as was noted, we both believe in efficiency, especially government efficiency. And every time I've ever talked to Matt, it's been exactly like talking to my family. And by that, I mean, we don't necessarily agree on 100% of anything, but we believe in hard work, and we believe in taking care of the people that we care about, whether it's the people that we go home to or the people that we see in the grocery store. And so it's been a lot of fun getting to know everybody up here in different ways, and getting to know everybody out in the community in different ways. And definitely want to say thank you to all of the staff members that we've interacted with over the last 4 years. I mean, the department heads out here work so hard. Everybody on the city staff works so hard, and they are the reason that we are as good at our jobs as we are. The packets are fantastic. People are learning to put maps into things, and it's just fantastic, the attention to detail that is paid at the smallest of levels. So thank you to everybody else, and city's not gonna miss us at all, because there are many smart people that are stepping in to take our spots. And I'm very excited to see where things where things go starting January 1st.
Mayor Miller.
Ryan.
So odd sounding. Unlike Miss Hubick, I am really glad that our conversations, Matt, have not been like those that I have with my family. But they have been good, especially in the last year. I really appreciate the work and the dedication that you have put in, and certainly I can really see that, especially as my January calendar fills up with all the things that you do every week and every month. I've served alongside 3 mayors, and 2 of those 3 have been very pleasant. And I will miss your service here on council with us. Amanda, I want to, in sort of the vein that Anthony was getting at, thank you for your service here on council, but also for your service to the Housing Authority and for your service to the community through the chamber before that. I think we all serve in different ways, and there are people who don't get elected to this council who provide service to our community. And I think, you know, we can thank all of those people, and we certainly thank you. Your experience in all of those positions has really added to your erudition and your expression of that here on council. And as was mentioned earlier, we certainly pay attention when you speak. I especially want to thank you for your explanation and your passion around housing issues, because that has been some of the most impressive work that we have done here collectively, but also that you have contributed to. So I really thank you.
All right, Bruce.
Yes.
I'm keeping track of who spoke already. And nobody else gets to speak again.
I also aim for efficiency. As the person who has gotten to sit next to Amanda the last 4 years, but also actually in the same spot next to Councilmember Miller for several years as well. It's been great to get to sit in this spot next to these 2 council members. Amanda, thank you very much. It's been awesome just getting to sit next to you for 4 years, and I really appreciate your thoughtfulness that you bring to every conversation, including, like, we have side conversations all the time that are really great. So thank you. And Matt, Mr. Miller, we partnered 2 years before I came to council, along with former Mayor Gear, on the fiber project, and that partnership has gone for like a decade at this point, and I have really appreciated that partnership because we bring differences to this. We bring different strengths to the table on this project, and I think it has been really really valuable in the success of the project as well to have that partnership. So thank you very much for that and for your many years of service as well.
All right, well, thank you for all those words. But this is the time where I'm supposed to say something profound and memorable and probably even brief, even though I've already lost my bet on the over-under for the council meeting. But so naturally, I wrote down about 15 pages worth of things. So bear with me. So I've participated in well over 550 meetings as a council member or mayor. There's only one person on this dais who has more, and many more to go. Watching Monday Night Football live is not in your cards for the near future. But serving as mayor of Anacortes has been a great honor and a privilege. This community, this is a community that shows up for its neighbors, for tough conversations, and for the long work of making a great place even better. I've seen this spirit in this room again and again, even when we didn't always agree on the path forward. To the council, both past and present, thank you. This job isn't easy, and it isn't supposed to be. You wrestle with hard issues, limited resources, and a passionate public input, all while trying to do what's right for the entire community. I would encourage more of my fellow citizens to throw a hat into this ring as an opportunity to serve your community. To our city staff, you are the steady hand behind everything we do. While elected officials come and go, you are the consummate professionals who keep the lights on, the streets safe, the water running, and the plans moving forward. Any success credited to this council or to me rests squarely on your shoulders. I can't thank staff enough for the support over the last 4 years. And while I did say no fanfare tonight, I suppose some cake can't hurt. So thank you for that. To the residents of Anacortes, my boss, thank you for trusting me with this role. Thank you for your emails, your testimony, your encouragement, and yes, even your criticism. It all comes from caring deeply about this place, and that's something I will always be grateful for. Anacortes is special, not because we're perfect, but because we care enough to keep trying. My hope is that long after tonight, this council, the next administration, will continue to lead with integrity, curiosity, and teamwork. Finally, a famous general once said that soldiers don't really retire, they just fade away. I think the same should be true in political life, where we are meant to serve for a time, not forever. We serve, we do our best, and then we step back so the institution and the community can keep moving forward. As for me, I'm not leaving the community. You'll see me around, proudly offering unsolicited opinions, especially if you're really screwing things up. But thank you for the privilege of serving as your mayor. It's been an incredible journey. And with that, I will finally say one last time, peace out. No, we're adjourned. Good night.